Hello, everybody. This is Mason, and I'm here with a very special guest, my girlfriend, Sophia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sophia.
Indeed. I just told her today that I do these videos.
It's very exciting.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes. She has no idea what she's doing, but that's
No,
okay.
I don't.
Alright, as you can see, we have magic things. 3 booster packs plus promo card. As you can see, I already opened mine. One of them. We actually each have 2.
Yes. It's very shiny.
It
I
is,
love
it is shiny. So they all have the same promo and they all have the same 3 packs, but we're gonna have fun opening them. I guess I'll just go through the one that I already opened first and just kind of show the rares I got, and then we can go slower through the other ones.
Yep.
So here's the promo, if I can get it. Focus. It's very shiny. It's the Genesis Hydra from M15, which is not labeled anywhere on here. I had to look it up. It is an X and 2 green plant Hydra creature. When you cast it, you reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put a non-land permanent card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield, then shuffle the rest into your library, and this creature comes in to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, which is pretty powerful.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just put it in with big creatures. This would go in either of our commander decks.
Yes. This would fit in nicely.
Yeah, very nicely. So that is cool. I'm just going to put mine in the sleeve right now since it's a foily. Do have some nice sleeves here. Boom, there we go. I also have this playmat that I won by not losing Modern. It was literally the
You won by not losing.
yes, it was the loser.
Ironic.
It was the losers table on the last round, and some guy came over and was like, "Whoever wins this game gets this playmat," and I won at the losers table, so I didn't lose. So this pack has something cool in it, so I'm going to show that one last.
Ooh. Excitement builds.
I know. So the first one was Gate Crash, which was pretty cool. I didn't expect that because we have Cons and Fate. And I got Treasury Thrall, which is an intro pack rare, which was disappointing. It's 4 black and a white for a 4/4 creature Thrall. It has Extort, which I like. And whenever it attacks, you may return an artifact, creature, or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. It's nifty.
That is.
And yeah,
It's very black.
everything else was bleh. Yeah, so it's not bad. I'll just put this over here. And this one, we got a foil Rugged Highlands, which is nifty. This is the first one of these lands that I've gotten in foil, so that's cool. And Jeskai Ascendancy, which is a cool one, but I already have it.
Oh, you do?
I think I might have purchased it at one time. I don't think, maybe I did get it in a pack. Either way, it's in my commander deck.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because your commander is those 3 colors.
Exactly. So it's cool. So now I have a second one for what it's worth. Nothing. That's what it's worth. $1. I'll just put these off to the side. And I saved Fate Reforged for last because that's right. You guessed it. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. The second one that I pulled out of a Fate Reforged pack.
You lucky duck.
I know. Aren't I a lucky duck? So yeah, I can add this to my collection of Ugins.
Planeswalkers in general.
Yes, of which I have several. And maybe we'll even get some. I mean, if I've pulled out an Ugin from these like promo card plus booster pack things, then
Yeah.
anything is possible. Because I honestly did not expect that. I'm just going to lay out my rares and foils. I guess they're not in the camera, so I'll just lay them out anyways. Alright. Now Sophia will open her first pack.
Oh, I know. Okay.
And since she doesn't know
Anything?
about stuff, I'll just say, yeah, you opened it perfectly. Good job.
Alright. Got the foily. I like the foily. Alright. Which one should I open first? I like it. Oh, the cat beast.
I'd say Gate Crash because it's the oldest one.
Gate crash, alright.
So what are we looking for in Gate Crash? We're looking for any of the shock lands because they're worth money.
And I'm looking for foils because
Because foils.
I need more foils in my life.
And there's another card. Oh, Legion Loyalist is the most expensive, most valuable card in this set. So go ahead and, if you want, you can go through every card and just read the name.
Okay.
That's what I usually do.
Alright. This is Scatter Arc. Wow, I don't know what any of these cards do.
I know. I haven't seen some of these.
Counter target non-creature spell. Draw a card. How blue? Smite. Destroy target blocked creature.
A white.
I like that. I like that very much.
5.
Wow. Okay, so a green or a blue. Move any number of +1/+1 counters from target creature onto another target creature with the same controller. Alright. Nifty. I can't pronounce that at all, so I'm not going to bother.
Zerta Swine.
It is a boar, which is ironic given the swine name.
I know.
You know.
You uncultured swine.
Yes.
Is it tipping over a wagon?
It is. Is that like a... Was that a watermelon?
I think so.
Ooh, a watermelon. Has Blood Rush. Alright, you can discard this. Target attacking creature gets +5/+4 until end of turn.
Right, so it just gets itself.
It gives itself. Ooh, got a land.
Boros Guild.
I like the dual lands. Sky Games.
I've never seen this card.
Enchant Land. Enchanted land has tap. Target creature gains a flying until end of turn. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast sorcery.
So not in the middle of combat. You can't just leap your creatures over somebody.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I have a Corpse Blockade. Ooh, that's a lot. It's a lot of zombies right there. Has Defender. Sacrifice another creature. This gains Death Touch until end of turn. For a 1/4, that's not bad. Burst of Strength. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and untap it. Not bad for a 1 cost. Prophetic Prism. Ooh, I like that art right there.
Oh, that's cool. That in foil would be beautiful.
That would be beautiful. Yeah, that foil. When this enters the battlefield, draw a card. Pay 1 and tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool.
Okay, so it's just a filter
Yeah.
artifact. That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice for 2. You can add mana.
That'd be good in like a
Yeah.
multicolored commander deck.
Yes, that would. Yes, it would. Very
Ooh,
much.
Oh, you got a foil. Don't
Ooh.
reveal your cards too
Ooh.
much. Gotta make it a surprise.
All right.
Ooh.
Sunhome Guild Mage.
We got the Boros Guild Mage. Cool.
Nice. Alright. You can pay for a creature you control, get +1/+0 till end of turn. Pay even more to put a 1/1 red and white soldier creature token with haste on the battlefield.
Nice.
That is not bad.
Yeah, I mean that's expensive, but it's repeatable.
Exactly.
Which is why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like those paying ones because while they might cost a lot, they are repeatable.
Yeah,
It's not like
it's not on the card.
enter the battlefield kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't have to waste an entire card to get 1 token or something.
Yeah. Alright, this one is a Crackling Perimeter. Sure. Tap an untapped gate you control. This deals 1 damage to each target.
It's so random.
Huh. That is.
That's pretty funny.
Alright. I have a lot of red in this.
I know. It'd be awesome. And it had the red and white guild gate.
Yeah, so this is just.
Awesome pack for red white.
Yeah, this pack is like built to be drafted.
Yeah. Alright, 1 more uncommon and then the rare.
Alright.
And foil. So he's got foil.
Ooh, alright, I know, there's a lot of cards in here. Homing Lightning deals 4 damage to target creature and each other creature with the same name as that creature.
That's cool.
Alright, very bad for Commander, obviously, but,
Obviously, yeah.
you know,
But good for stuff. Found it.
has Evolve, which I love. When a +1/+1 counter is placed on Fathom Mage, you may draw a card.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Alright.
Alright, foil time. Oh, Scatter Arc.
Which I already got.
Yeah.
That is fascinating that I did. Ooh, I love that lightning.
Oh, that's so cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's pick it up on the camera. That is awesome.
Whoa.
That's a common, but that's a cool foil.
I don't even care. That
I
is.
love that so much.
Alright.
It's not me farting, it's just the couch.
Sure. Ooh. All that good.
So, it's funny that you got two scatter arcs.
2 scatter arcs.
It's cool.
I do appreciate that.
That's beautiful.
That is.
I appreciate this.
Of any one, this one and the prism arc that I had would have been beautiful to have in foil.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is lovely. I like that a lot.
I like that too. Very nice pulls. Yeah, the Fathom Mage is pretty cool. I like that. I'm trying to think if that was like an intro pack rare. I feel like it was, maybe not. I want to put the foil out too.
I don't know.
Very cool.
Alright, these are all in reverse order now.
That's okay.
Keep this on top. This land. Alright,
Alright, what next?
open another one. Let's
Just
see.
go in chronological order.
I don't even know which one actually came next.
Cons is first.
Consoles.
Yeah. Yes. Those two.
I always get confused between Fate and Cons.
I know.
Alright, up first. Bloodfire Expert.
Efreet. Oh no. No, the type is Efreet, that's right.
It's a monk.
Yeah, Efreet.
Prowess. Love prowess.
Oh, this card's not very good. It's a 3-1 for 3.
Yeah,
So it's
with
like,
prowess, which isn't great.
No. Maybe a decent card to draft, but
Mm.
yeah.
Alright, Leave Fate. 4 to draw 2 cards. Not the best, but...
Not
you know.
Divination. Divination is 3 for drawing 2 cards.
Alright, 4, Smite the Monstrous. Love this card. Destroy target power. Target creature with power 4 or greater.
Which
is always nice for 4.
They're making a new version of this card for Shadows over Innistrad. It costs 1 more, does the same thing, but you investigate at the end, so you get a clue token.
Ah, yes, the clue tokens. See how that works out.
I know, right? 1 more mana for a clue token that you have to spend 2 on to draw a card? Sure.
Woolly Loxodon. Love the Woolly Loxodon. Never used it, but
Yeah,
it's
'cause
just a fun name to say.
I know, it's not a good card, but
No,
it's
it's
a fun
not.
card to say.
7 for a 6/7 with Morph.
Just look how cute it is. Look at that art.
It is, with this little
His pickaxe, he's wearing a coat, in addition to his fur coat that he has naturally. So cute.
Alright, Kumar Bond King. Sure. An Orc Warrior with, again, Morph. So 5 for a 5/3.
Lame.
Yeah. Summit Prowler. A Yeti. That's it. 4 for a 4/3. All of these seem to have no toughness.
That's right. Bad
okay.
stats.
Sultai Banner.
Man,
Sure.
I got a Sultai banner in mine too.
Like these. 3 to add any one of 3 colors in mana pool. Any one of black, green, or blue. Sacrifice it, draw a card.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
Alabaster Kieran. Wait, it's a Kieran. What is that, like
Mystical
an
horse or antelope?
elk?
Elk.
Not an elk. I mean, yeah, an antelope. Cantaloupe. 4 for a 2/3 with flying and vigilance, so not the super most cost effective, but not bad for flying and vigilance.
Yeah.
Ooh, yay, another dual lands.
Always fun.
I always need one of these in my life. Especially the one that gains you life.
Those are nice.
Those are nice.
And they're commons.
Oh, I do have this Bird Scout, I believe.
I think so.
3 for a 2/1 with flying and prowess.
Not bad. Not the worst thing.
Alright.
Uncommons.
Yes. Venerable Lemasu. Creature type, Lemasu. Alright. 7 for a 5/4.
Lemasu are the enigmatic travelers of Tarkir, soaring high above all lands in all seasons. None know their true purpose, but they often arrive on the eve of great conflicts or turning points in history. Ain't that fascinating?
What is that, like a flying sheep?
I don't even know. It's just a Lamasu.
Okay, sure. Sure. It's a bat. With flying, first strike, and haste.
It's a lot of things.
2 for a 1/2. Not too bad.
With flying for strike and haste, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad at all.
Alright. 3 3 for this enchantment. When Suspension Field enters the battlefield, you may exile target creature with toughness 3 or greater until this leaves the battlefield. Those are always nice, especially the ones that say 3 or greater. I don't like the ones that necessarily are like with power 4 or with power 3.
Like specific, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Right.
And the rare. Avalanche Tusker.
Elephant Warrior. When Avalanche Tusker attacks, target creature defending player controls blocks it this combat if able. Wow, what is that? 5 for a 6/4, but you have to pay 3 colors.
Exactly. Reasonable.
Alright, and the forest and nothing.
Cool. Not bad.
Last but not least, Figure Forged.
It could have an Ugin. It could have a Fetchland. You just never know.
Alright. Up first, Sultai Skullkeeper. Sure. When this enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into the battlefield.
Graveyard.
Graveyard, I'm sorry. I read Battlefield again, which is crazy. Alright. Whatever.
You can bring stuff back from the graveyard.
Yeah, especially if you're playing blue-black. That does a lot of things like that.
Exactly.
Alright, 3 for this Sandblast that deals 5 damage, target attacking or blocking creature. Handy instinct. Yes. Jeskai Sage. Prowess. When it dies, draw a card. Yeah. Can't pronounce any of these words in this set, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Sultai Rune Mark. Alright, enchant creature. Enchant creature's +2/+2. Enchant creature has Death Touch as long as you control a green or blue permanent. Definitely wants you to play blue-black so far.
Yeah, Sultai was the green, blue, or black, blue, green clan.
Ah, yes.
And your last pack had the Sultai banner.
Yes, it did.
So
Yes, it
it's
did.
perfect.
Grim Contest. 3 to choose target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. Each of these creatures deals damage equal to its toughness to the other.
Yeah, I should also mention for anyone watching that after we open all these packs, we're going to do some sealed deck since we're each opening 6. So it looks like it's pushing you into Sultai colors.
Possibly, yeah.
And I'm just like nothing.
All over the board.
I literally have all the colors. Yeah. That's okay.
Alright, collateral damage. As additional cost to cast this card, sacrifice a creature for a red. It deals 3 damage to target creature or player, which is nice for a 1 cost, even if it's sacrifice a creature. If you have tokens out, that's great.
Sacrifice a goblin.
Alright, 3 for this enchantment. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature is +2/+2. Enchanted creature has trample as long as you control a blue or red permanent. Same as the other rune mark.
Just routine murder.
Right into being. What is this? Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Manifest one of those cards. Then put the other on the top or bottom of your library. Alright. Bathe in Dragonfire. Ooh.
I feel like we've been in the comments for so long.
I know.
This must be the last one.
Bathe in Dragonfire deals 4 damage to target creature. For 3, not too bad.
It's only to a creature, and it's a sorcery.
True.
But still.
But that one in foil would be beautiful.
Also true. Anything with fire is just cool.
Another common.
Anything with fire and lightning.
Map the Waste. Search your library for a basic land card. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library.
Now we're in the comments. Oh, I haven't even seen this card.
2 for a 2/1. Tap to draw 2 cards. Target opponent gains control of this card. Activate this ability only during your turn.
That is hilarious.
Huh. Okay.
I saw a funny
Don't know how I feel about that.
I saw a funny joking deck tech for Christmas that just was a bunch of cards that give gifts to your opponent. This would go great in that.
Yes, it
You
would.
could give the gift. It's the gift that just keeps giving.
Yes, it does. Look at that. Someone cutting someone else's hair. It's just... Here's
So
just
they
this
can
art.
I guess, so they can infiltrate. Is this like a Mulan thing?
I like... Oh, I don't know. Alright.
Sure.
Reality shift.
What is this?
Exile target creature. Its controller manifests top card of his or her library.
Cool.
Cool. Alright.
Pseudo removal.
Alright. Last uncommon. Fearsome Awakening. Nice. That is beautiful art, actually.
That was really cool.
Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's a dragon, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
Solid.
Alright.
What's the rare? Ooh, it's a mythic.
Ooh.
In Sultai colors. Once again.
Yes. Alright, flying. Whenever Torrent Elemental attacks, tap all creatures defending player controls.
Oh my god.
Well, you can pay a lot to put this card from exile onto the battlefield tapped. Activate this ability only anytime to cast sorcery.
Wow. Can't get rid of it.
Ooh. And a dual land.
Right, because all the Favor Forge packs came with those instead of
Ooh.
basics. Which is cool.
That is great.
Mm.
It's another one you gain life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, so far I've gotten 3 dual lands.
Nice.
I do like this a lot.
That's very cool. Yeah, that's a cool mythic. Actually, I was looking at this one the other day because I was looking for cards that you can bring back from exile, and this was one of them. So that's cool. All right, now my second one. I can actually get opening things. Good job, by the way. Write down in the comments if you think she's doing good. I think she is. Alright, we once again have the promo, which I will, well, put in the sleeve as well.
I do not sleeve one.
Yeah, actually I'm just going to sleeve all my valuables / foils right now. So I got those. Got Ugin. I don't have a whole playset of his Genesis Hydras. Isn't that great? Yeah, we sleeve the Ugin.
Alright, sleeve my beautiful foil. That is just...
Yeah.
It's one of the most beautiful foils I've ever gotten. That lightning
I
is
guess
so
it's so cool. My Rugged Highland is kind of cool. The snow. It's kind of cool, but overall it's kind of dark almost.
Yeah, it seems like just the whole card is kind of foiled.
Exactly. No,
So-
no single part of it stands out very
Yeah.
much.
Which is why I do like these ones, that they have something very just bright.
Mm-hmm.
It just stands out so well.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Because otherwise it doesn't seem like the rest of it is very foily.
No.
Anyways.
Alright. Well, we got Gate Crash. Alright, once again I'm looking for Shocklands or Legion Loyalist or one of the Planeswalkers that was in this set. I think Gideon, Champion of Justice, was in this.
Gideon.
He's the one that I got the other day.
I have a special attachment to Gideon since he was the very first planeswalker that I ever pulled from a pack.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be because of his abs. Okay. Alright, our first card is Disciple of the Old Ways. A 2/2 for 2. That's green. You can pay a red, and it gains first strike until end of turn. Cool. Massive Raid. 3 for an instant that deals damage to target creature or player equal to the number of creatures you control.
I thought that art was a baby for a second. I was like,
Yeah, it kind of looks like a baby.
yeah, just a spot head. It's just got those like babies on the ceiling. What is that? Oh, there's soldiers. Oh, I can't see very well. Oh,
Metropolis Sprite. A 1/2 for 2 with flying.
she looks hot.
She's got a seductive pose going on.
Oh yeah. You
Work,
don't see many art with just a single person just striking a pose like that very often.
work it, girl. You can pay a blue, and it gets +1/-1 until end of turn. You can only do that once, or you kill it. Basically, you switch its power and toughness, essentially.
Essentially, yes.
Angelic Edict.
Ooh.
5 to exile a creature or an enchantment.
Hmm.
The angels are carrying him away. The Boros built a prison in the sky where Azorius statutes couldn't restrict their sense of justice. I love flavor text. I love this card. Mortis Strider. It's a 1/1 for 3, but when it dies, you return it to your hand. You can just keep playing it over and over again.
Oh, yes. I do like these dual colored cards. They are my favorite.
Gate Crash is honestly one of my favorite sets ever because I love multicolored cards because they're so interesting. I love this card too. Sky Knight Legionnaire, a 2/2 for 3 with flying and haste. I love this card.
Simple.
It is simple. Simple but effective. I like it. Verdant Haven. Oh, look at that market. It's a 3 for an enchantment aura. Enchant land. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds 1 mana of any color to his or her mana pool, in addition to the mana the land produced. So you can get an extra mana out of something, which is nifty.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sage's Row Denizen. 3 for a 2/3 Vidalcan Wizard creature.
Good job.
I know. Vidalcan.
Yeah.
He's a little blue.
Sure.
Whenever another blue creature enters the battlefield under your control, target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
Okay.
Going towards the million strategy of putting your opponent's deck into the graveyard. Act of Treason. 3 to gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste. A card that we're used to seeing in various forms. Balustrade Spy. 4 for a 2/3 Vampire Rogue with flying. When it enters the battlefield, target player reveals cards from his or her library until they reveal a land card, and they put all of those cards into their graveyard. So, goes along with the other guy. Agoraphobia. 2 for an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets -5/-0. You can pay 3 to return it to your hand. I guess if you want to play it on somebody else. Cool. Oh, and we're in the uncommons now. Hindervines. Oh, you have this card in your commander deck. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures with no +1/+1 counters on them. Cool.
Haven't had a chance to use it yet.
Ooh, we got an angel.
Ooh.
Guardian of the Gateless. 5 for a 3/3 with flying, but it can block any number of creatures and gets +1/+1 for each creature it's blocking.
Ooh.
Nifty.
That is glorious.
I know.
Alright.
Very
We're
cool.
at the
We're at the rare. Let's see what we got. It's land. Ooh, we got a shock land. They're worth like $8 to $10, I think. So
what's a shock land?
it's named after shock, which deals 2 damage to target creature or player, because you can pay 2 life, shock yourself to have it come in untapped, and it's a plain swamp, so it can be fetched by fetch lands.
Yes, it can.
So
Because it is technically
it's a plains in a swamp.
playing as well, yes.
So this is very cool. This is exactly what we were looking for. And an island. And an advertisement. Lame. Alright, that was cool. I'm very happy with that Gate Crash pack. Awesome. Alright. Oh, we got a dragon subtruck here. I totally didn't realize that was dragons. I thought it was cons. Since they're all the rest of it cons.
Yeah.
Maybe
I got cons.
maybe your second pack is dragons.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I guess I'll continue opening them in chronological order then. I like that a lot. That's a nice surprise.
I was just thinking earlier about how dragons and cons are just so similar. And like kind of their name, Dragons of Tarkir,
Right.
Cons of Tarkir. And then you suddenly have Fate Reforged. And it's like, you don't really fit with
Well,
this naming convention of the set.
See, it is that way because their cons and dragons were 2 different histories, and then Fate reforged their fate.
Yes.
From the cons ruling Tarkir to the dragons ruling Tarkir. Because Sarkon saved Ugin's life. Or spirit, or whatever. Alright. Forged. Let's hope for another Ugin, right?
Maybe you'll give it to me, right?
Exactly, because I don't need 3. Abzan Rune Mark.
Another rune mark.
Yep. This one, gen a creature gets +2/+2, gains vigilance if you control a black or green permanent.
Right.
All the Abzan colors. Rakshasa's Disdain.
Good job.
I know. I had to sound it out phonetically in my head first. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each card in your graveyard.
Wow.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, a lot of them are just, pay 1. That's it, end of story.
Yeah, it's like this could potentially be devastating.
Yes, it could, especially with blue when you're just discarding a lot of cards
I know.
sometimes.
Seriously. Reach of Shadows. 5 to destroy target creature that is multicolored. Or no, 1 or more colors, so as long as it's not colorless. Okay, cool. Reasonable. 5. Hooded Assassin.
Is a human assassin.
Indeed.
Oh, yes.
3 for a 1/2. When it comes into play, you can either put a counter on it or destroy a creature that was dealt damage this turn. Cool. Not bad.
Bird warrior.
Avon Skirmisher. Bird Warrior. 1/1 for 1 with flying.
Not bad.
Yep. It's the classic Suntail Hawk. The 1/1 for 1 with flying. Lotus Path Jin. It's a Jin monk with some pretty cool art, actually.
Is that like a
He's
giant
like-
person?
No, he's floating on air, I think.
Is he?
Yeah,
Is that like a hall or?
I think so. Yeah, he's in the monastery just practicing in the hallway
Oh, okay.
with a staff. Anyways, he's a... If we can focus here. There we go. A 2/3 for 4 with flying and prowess. Reasonable. Reasonable.
That seemed better.
I know. Well, it's a common, so
Yeah,
you
I
know.
know.
Map the Wastes. Search library for a basic land. Put it on the battlefield tapped. Shuffle your library. Bolster 1.
Which is what I have also. I got the map the links.
Yep, you got that too. Lightning Shrieker. This card is very interesting. It's a 5/5 for 5 with flying, trample, and haste. But at the beginning of the end step, you shuffle it into your library. So basically, you attack once with a 5/5 with trample, flying, and haste, and then
That's it?
Yep.
End of story.
yep. So it's fine, I guess. It's okay.
With a serious drawback like that, I would expect it to cost less than 5, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I guess since it has flying and trample, maybe it makes it.
Yeah, you're like guaranteed to get some damage in, probably, or
Or
at least destroy a creature.
Yeah.
So, all right. Inoc Guide, Hound Scout. Ruff ruff. So 1/1 for 2. When it enters the battlefield, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it, or search your library for a basic land.
Another one of these
And-
creatures where you choose one.
Yeah, no, I think that I'm pretty sure there was a whole cycle of them in all the colors. I think, maybe. Pretty sure. Oop. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, here's the white one.
Okay.
Now that you mention that, yeah, Hooded Assassin was the black one.
Yes, it
And
is.
now we have Sandstep Outcast. It's a 2/1 for 3. You can put a +1/+1 counter on it, or put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield.
Right.
We are in the uncommons. Maru Shadow Spear. It's a 1/1 for 1. When it attacks, each opponent loses 1 life, and you can pay 2 to dash it. So you can play it. It gains haste. You return it to your hand if it's still alive at the end step. Karsi High Priest. 1 for a 0/2. Pay 1 in the black and tap it. Sacrifice another creature. Manifest the top card of your library. No thanks. That's not great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sudden Reclamation. 4 mana, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard, and return a creature card and a land card from your graveyard to your hand. It's okay. And our rare, it's a 6/4, it's 2 colors, Atarka, World Render. I do have this card already.
Ooh, so that means that
You
I
can-
could
You could have it
steal it from you.
for your commander deck. Actually, this card is amazeballs,
I
if I may use that word.
do not have many dragons, and I do love dragons.
Well, I'm gonna hate you when you play this when we're playing Commander, because it's a 6/4 for 7 with flying and trample, and whenever a dragon attacks, it gains double strike until end of turn. So 12 damage coming my way with flying and trample.
Oh, yeah.
And Blossoming Sands is our land. Alright, that's cool. I'll take that. Alright, Dragons of Turkey. I hope that your last thing also has a dragon.
Yeah. I did buy an entire pack of it.
That's true. Alright. Carsey Sadist. 2 for a 1/3. Exploit. When it exploits, opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. This video is 35 minutes already, so I'm going to try to move through it slightly faster. Sabertooth Outrider. 4/2 trample. If you have creatures with power 8 or greater total, it gains first strike. Champion of Erishin. 4 for a 3/2 with lifelink.
Nice.
Cool.
I do appreciate lifelink.
Definitely. Inoc Artillerist. A 4/1 for 3. It has reach if it has a +1/+1 counter on it. Updraft Elemental. 3 for a 1/4 with flying. Nice
feel like
big
I have that.
flying wall. It was in the intro pack that we started Magic with.
Oh.
Yes, fun fact, we started Magic with the blue and white Dragons of Turkey intro pack.
Yes.
And it was glorious. Glint. Target creature you control gets +0/+3 and hexproof until end of turn. Basically, if your opponent tries to kill it with a burn spell or some black thing that says destroy creature, you can just be like, nope, I got jewels. Check them out. That hurt though. It's just a bag of jewels.
Let it rain.
I know. Seriously. Make it rain.
Pacifism.
Pacifism.
My favorite.
I don't even need to.
Nope.
Just go away. Guardian Shield Bearer. 2 for a 2/1 with Megamorph. When it's turn face up, put a +1/+1 counter on another creature you control. And it gets one itself because it has Megamorph. A Tarka Efreet. 5/1 for 4 with a Megamorph. When it's turn face up, deals 1 damage to something. Or someone. Flatten. Creature gets -4/-4. Look at that art.
Oh my goodness.
Goodbye. Like their Dragon Lord, the Kolagon take no trophies. They find true fulfillment only in the battle itself, in clash of steel and thunder of hooves. Alright, uncommons. We have a Kolagon monument. Speaking of Kolagon,
I do like the
in all of
monuments.
her glory. Yes, they can become dragons, which is terrifying.
Yes. All the monuments are great.
They are pretty cool. Scale Guard Sentinels. 2 for a 2/3 as an additional cost. To cast it, you may reveal a dragon from your hand. If you reveal the dragon, or if you control a dragon, it comes in with a +1/+1 counter on it. Cool. Dromoka Monument.
Ooh.
We have 2
Two
monuments.
monuments.
This would be cool in my green, white, and black commander deck. So that's cool. Alright, our rare. It's a 4/5.
Another dragon.
I know. It is
You a
Dragons
lucky
of
duck.
Tarkir.
I know, but
Foe Razor
I never
Regent.
get dragons.
I feel like you have this card. When it enters the battlefield, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Whenever a creature you control fights, put 2 counters on it. You do have this card.
I do.
Yeah. Cool. 4/5 for 7 with all that jazz. Alright, I'll take it. And yeah. Alright. That's all my cards. You're up.
Oh, I still have
Firefox.
Firebox left. these same 3 packs that I just opened. Got the plant going on. Like it. Alright. We'll do Gate Crash first. Oculus. Oculus Rift. What is that little dude with the...
It's a homunculus.
That's... Alright. Frilled Oculus gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Activates ability only once each turn.
Lame.
Scab Clan Charger. Has Blood Rush. I can discard it. Target attacking creature gets +2/+4 until end of turn. 4 for a 2/4. Daring Skyjack. Has Battalion. Ooh. Whenever it and at least 2 of the creatures attack, gains flying until end of turn. I do kind of like Battalion. They are interesting.
I like Battalion as well.
Towering Thunderfist. Ooh. You can pay a white for it to gain vigilance until end of turn. 5 for a 4/4.
Could be okay. Sometimes.
Mugging. Mugging. Deals 2 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this turn. I mugged away your ability to do anything.
Screen muffled. Pockets emptied. Neck function never the same again.
I do like that a lot.
That's funny. I love flavor text.
Executioner Swing. Man, these names are great.
Mugging executioner.
Target creature that dealt damage this turn gets -5/-5. Alright, 2 for that.
Very conditional, but also very useful.
It is. Madcap Skills.
Bro, you got some madcap skills.
Enchant creature gets +3/+0 and can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. So menace. Pay 2 for that? Not bad.
Yeah. For that permanently, yeah.
Death's Approach. Man, these are fantastic. Alright, enchanted creature gets -X/-X, where X is the number of creature cards in its controller's graveyard. You only pay 1 for that. Not too bad.
Nice.
Even if it is just 1 creature.
That's cool.
Alright. Bullistrade Spy. Sure. Alright. 4 for a 2/3 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, target player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until they reveal a land card. Alright. 1 for Guild's Corn Ward. Enchant creature has protection from multicolored.
Nice.
Alright.
That'll be pretty cool in our sealed deck that we're about to do, since Gate Crash and the Targeteer block have tons of multicolored.
Yes, they do.
That's actually a very good card right now.
Okay. 1,000 Lashes. 4 to enchant creature. It can't block. It can't attack or block. Its activated rules can't be activated. At the beginning of upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 1 life.
That is pacifism on steroids.
That is, and I love it so much. Did not know about this card, and I will be playing it
I know, right?
always.
Seriously.
Alright, Sapphire Drake. It is a 6 for a 4/4 with flying. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has flying.
Nice.
Not too bad. Homing Lightning. 4 deals 4 damage. Nice.
No way.
Yay!
You got one too.
Mountain Forest.
And it's in your commander colors.
Yes, it is. And I do. Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome.
Great. I do have another Mountain Forest in my
Yeah.
commander. That's
That was
fantastic.
the car one. Man, we each got a Shockland. That is impressive.
I do like that a lot.
I like them. I like playing in Modern, because people will just be like, they'll play a fetch land and they'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna lose 3 life right now, because they'll pay 1 for the fetch land and then they'll pay 2 for the land, and then they just win. Cards.
Alright, I already like this first card. I mean, Arrow Aerostorm. 5 deals 4 damage. Target creature player has Raid. If you attacked with a creature this turn, instead, Aerostorm deals 5 damage. That creature player. That damage can't be prevented.
Nice.
Hexproof damage.
Basically.
Mardu Horde Chief. It also has a Raid. When it enters the battlefield, if you attack the creature's turn, put a 1/1 white warrior creature. Alright. Whirlwind Adept. Has hexproof. Like that, and prowess.
Cool.
5, 4, 4, 2. Shatter. Destroy target artifact.
That's simple. Short, sweet, and to the point.
Molting Snakeskin. Alright. That guy kind of looks like he's in pain a little bit, just like screaming at the sky. Alright, enchant creature gets +2/+0 and has pay 2 to regenerate this creature.
You should read the flavor text.
Flesh wounds are meaningless to those who discard their flesh so readily.
I love it.
Only a flesh wound. Alright, what is this monster? The Luloxodon again.
Rears his ugly head again. I mean, it's adorable head.
Oh, sure.
Rakshasa.
Yeah, Rakshasa. Yeah, sure what you said. Has a secret. Alright. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard.
So the secret all along was cards.
He just looks like, I accept this fate, I guess.
God, not again.
As this giant
Alright,
lion
Mom.
is like eating its neck.
It's like, alright, Mom, fine.
I accept. Whatever. Maybe he's dead, that's why.
It might be.
That makes more sense. That's probably a gash wound. Yeah, he's probably dead. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Mardu banner again.
Nice.
Alright.
I like the banners.
Naturalize. I have so many of these.
I know.
Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Again, simple. Ooh, yay. Another dual color one. Do you like those? Especially the ones that gain life.
Uncommon time.
Yay. Bellowing Saddle Brute. Ooh, what are you riding there? Has some spikes. Alright. Orc Warrior has Raid. When it enters the battlefield, you lose 4 life unless you attacked with a creature this turn.
That's why it's a 4/5 for 4, I guess.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
better make sure you attacked.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice pull.
Monastery Swift Spear.
Best card, best
One
uncommon.
for a 1/2 with haste and prowess. That is about as sweet as you get.
This is literally the best uncommon in this entire set. It
Yeah.
was a $2 to $3 card.
Yeah.
It's
Especially when it
probably
costs
still is.
1
Yeah,
with haste
yeah.
and prowess. I mean, that's just.
Put it in a red burn deck and it gets huge.
Yeah. Is this
One more.
no more? Okay. Raider Spoils. Creature you control get +1/+0. Whenever a warrior you control deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card.
Alright. Warriors, tribal. Ooh, nice.
Alright, Ghost Fire Blade. Equipment. Equip creature gets +2/+2. Equip ability costs 2 less to activate it. To activate if it targets a colorless creature.
This card was used is used extensively in standard Eldrazi. Well, I guess it soon will not be because this set will rotate. But it was used in Eldrazi because it only costs 1 to play and 1 to equip.
Beautiful warrior token.
Oh, nice. Go with your warrior card.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, everybody, we have 1 pack left, and it's Fate Reforged. What will it hold? Will it hold a Nugan? Will it hold a fetch land? Who knows?
Well, it does have, Ugin on it, so
Exactly.
hope for the best.
Exactly.
Alright, another remark.
Got almost all the remarks.
Already looking good. Has flying, as long as you control a red or white permanent.
How blue?
Dousing Gloom. It deals 2 damage to our creature and you gain 2 life for 3. Alright.
Shut up, train. Nobody asked you.
Arashin Cleric. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. That is nice.
This
2
is-
for 1/3.
This is actually like one of the most common sideboard cards in Standard for a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time. Because if your opponent dealt too much damage to you too quickly, just play a few of these.
Yeah.
So, you all want to play.
War Flare. 4 creatures you control get +2/+1 to end of turn. Untap those creatures.
And you are building up to a great red-white deck.
Yes, I am. Whisk away. 3 to put a target attacking or blocking creature on top of its owner's library. It's a nice, easy removal.
Yeah.
Just temporary removal. Frontier Mastodon.
More elephants.
More elephants. These dawn elephants.
Oxodon, Mastodon.
Has a ferocious. Wow. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater.
Nice.
3 for a 3/2. Alright. 6 for a 3/5. When it is a battlefield, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on it, or destroy target artifact. Alright. You are very defiant, you ogre.
I have a foil of that card. It was the most disappointing foil to get ever because it looks like it might be an okay foil.
Especially with the,
but it's-
like, things.
Yeah, no, it looks stupid. You can't even tell it's a foil most of the time. It's ridiculous.
You pulled this one, yes you did.
I did.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Alright. No one that does.
Sure. Sounds good.
Alicia's Vanguard. What's that? Alright. 4 for a 3/3 with dash. Cool, that's it.
Another boar swine.
Yeah.
Boar swine, boar swine.
3 for a 4/1.
Hey.
Oh gosh.
Carsey?
Corsi? Sure, High Priest. Alright, 1 for 0/2. Can pay 2, tap, sacrifice another creature to manifest off card of your library.
Hey, Wizards of the Coast. You know what comes after Q's? U. Not A. BT dubs.
You also know what? I'm not playing this card.
I know, right? I also got one. I'm also not playing it.
Alright. Battlefront. Kershak. Sure, why not?
Crucial.
Kershak? Whatever.
It's a beast.
Alright, 5 for a 3/4. It can't be blocked by more than one creature. Right. Each creature you control with +1/+1 counter on it can't be blocked. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
So
I
it's
feel
like-
this is going in my commander deck.
It's reverse menace. Oh, that's definitely
It
going in your
is.
commander deck.
It is, especially when you have big creatures like
Oh my
Beast
God.
Skit,
That's awful.
and you can't double block it.
That's terrible.
Especially one with trample.
Oh my god. It's terrifying.
Wild Slash. 1 for ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, damage can't be prevented this turn. It deals 2 damage to a creature or player.
Yes.
And the rare,
It's rare.
Dragon Scale of Jarl. 4 for a 2/3. The beginning of your end step, bolster X, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control.
Yes.
That's not bad.
That's insane.
Yay! I did get that one, I believe.
Yes, you
Another
did.
warrior
Yeah.
token. Like it.
No fetch lands. So sad. Well, that's all, folks. In summary, we got, obviously, 4 Genesis Hydra. We each got only 1 foil,
Oh.
so that's unfortunate. But it's 6
At
packs
least
each.
I got a very pretty foil.
You did. I got Jeskai Ascendancy, Treasury Thrall, Godless Shrine, Atarka,
2 dragons.
Foe Razor Regent, and Ugin, who is not a dragon but is the spirit dragon.
He's the spirit of all dragons.
Exactly.
Alright, I got Fathom Mage. Look at that pose.
So sexy.
Avalanche Tusker. More elephants to go follow my elephants. A Mountain Forest, which I love. Ghost Fireblade. And Dragon Scale General. Oh no, and Torrential Elemental. Torrent Elemental.
So
The 1 mythic.
we each got a Paper Forge Mythic.
Yes.
Cool. Alright. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe if you liked it and want to subscribe. And for those of you who wanted a long video, you didn't say you wanted a long one, but you got one. So.
And this beautiful foil to end with.
Yes. Alright, let me know what you think of the video, and if you liked Sophia showing up.
Thanks, everyone.
I think she did a good job. Good night.